Yes, humans are a land dwelling species, but we depend on our oceans more than we could ever imagine. Which is why, in the list of 17 goals to transform our world, the 14th Sustainable Development Goal, that is SDG 14, looks at life below water. A very imminent roadblock to safeguarding life below water comes in the form of underwater noise. Doubling decade by decade, the shipping noise is increasing at an alarming rate of 3.3 decibels per decade. This low frequency underwater radiated noise propagates in water over thousands of kilometers, destroying acoustic habitats along the way.
When we talk about underwater, sound is the only signal that propagates efficiently. So, since the way we humans use sound by using sonars, similarly the marine mammals also use sound to perceive the environment around them. They use sound for multiple biologically critical functions like navigation, foraging, communication, and even for breeding. It is important for us to realize that noise underwater can become a very big problem for life below water. So it is very important that we understand what the noise characteristics are, and we try to develop a source path receiver model. And when we say source path receiver model, the source here is the stressor or the noise originating from multiple sources. So when we look at the conservation perspective, we need to keep this in mind.
In the world's commitment to SDG 14, Indian oceans play a crucial role. The Indian Ocean region is seeing a great increase in stranding incidents. Big whales unique to our oceans are being affected due to the low frequency noise of shipping traffic. More focused research is needed to evaluate the precise effects on our oceans and those that reside within. Why is enough not being done about this pressing issue? Due to the fragmented nature of geopolitics. We need a strong strategic vision to carry forward a multidisciplinary solution to acoustic degradation in the Indian Ocean region. The UDA framework proposed by the Maritime Research Centre ensures pooling of resources and synergizing of efforts across stakeholders so that environmental issues are politically prioritized. Funds are allocated to research and field experiments. Human resources are deployed, and self-sustainable and secure growth is achieved for all in the region.
Recently, on behalf of India, we have submitted a paper to the International Maritime Organization on the topic of assessment of acoustic habitat degradation due to shipping. Not only this, MRC is also taking it as a responsibility to spread awareness about acoustic habitat degradation and its impact on the underwater domain with reference to multiple stakeholders such as blue economy, maritime security, marine environment, disaster management, underwater archaeology, and so on. On the research front, we have made multiple publications that outline the impact of anthropogenic noise in the Indian Ocean region. We have successfully completed 2 PhDs on the same, with the third in making. Our research interns from the top tier colleges of the country have worked on projects such as snapping ship noise mapping in Indian Ocean, automated noise and vibration analysis of marine vessels, channel modeling for acoustic propagation in Indian Ocean, and so on, which in some way or the other support in tackling the larger aspect of acoustic habitat degradation. Our latest intern is in fact working on a project that involves understanding the impact of acoustic habitat degradation on a diverse health. We at MRC hope to be a driving agency for acoustic habitat degradation and also the larger framework of UDA and URN management, and to that extent we hope to give our best efforts for the same. Thank you.